Hello, my name is Hassan Sorrells, and this is the Leadership Lessons from the Great Books podcast. Shorts. There's no co-host on Shorts episodes. These are now 6 to 8 minute observations, ideas, thoughts, or rants about the literature, philosophy, psychology, and the theology of leadership. Because listening to me talk about leadership for now around 6 to 8 minutes is still better than reading and trying to understand yet another business book. Where are all the grown-ups? This is a question that has been asked by the older generation of the younger generation since time out of mind, and it has particular resonance when thinking about leadership. Leaders do hard things, make hard decisions, engage in the unpleasantness of sacrifice, and perform these tasks without looking for or getting a pat on the back, a thank you, or very much encouragement at all. Mature leaders, regardless of age, lead in this way, and the place where the stark realities of leadership are the most pronounced is on the field of battle during times of deprivation and when the real shooting starts. There is much made of the lessons a leader can learn and apply from the preparation and execution of the battles of old on up to the present day. Books, stories, movies, poems, and on and on. And yet, reading a well-written story of the thing, even if it is written by a talented author who was there in the thing, is never really quite the same experience as experiencing the thing itself directly. And in a dichotomous twist that denizens of the past would find less than amusing in the present, many postmodern business and community leaders now in the West, while happily adopting the language of warfare and battle and conflict, have had little actual lived experience with warfare and the leadership required to navigate warfare itself. This gap between language and experience and the desire to cross it to motivate the unmotivated and to shake followers out of ennui or to impress upon people urgency can be compared in scope and breadth to juggling a landmine and hoping against hope that it doesn't explode. Leaders, particularly leaders of the now, need to learn, absorb, and carefully consider the lessons that can be learned from the direct experience of combat. However, they must also be considerate, thoughtful, and aware of the gaps that exist between those lessons they've read about or observed and the reality that stands before them. Because grown-up leaders watch their words, speaking very carefully and judiciously when leading others, either in war or in peace. And that's it for me. Listen and subscribe to the Leadership Lessons from the Great Books podcast on all the major podcast players that you listen to podcasts on, including iTunes, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and even Spotify. And please leave a 5-star review if you like the show. We need those reviews to grow, and it's the easiest way to make sure that this show gets into the ears of the leaders who need to hear it. And of course, tell all your friends. If you want to get started on the leadership path, HSCT Publishing's products and services can help your team do that. Check out our training webinars, coaching services, and more at leadershiptoolbox.us. We also have a video-based subscription service that's software as a service that can help your team become better at the individual level. 60 modules and over 100 hours of video and written content for you at leadingkeys.com. That's leadingkeys.com. We've also got books that will help you and your team grow. Pick up a copy today of My Boss Doesn't Care, 100 essays on disrupting your workplace by disrupting your boss, and subscribe to the Little Red podcast I launched earlier this year with the same name as that Little Red book. My most recent book is 12 Rules for Leaders, the Foundation of Intentional Leadership. co-written with contributions from Bradley Madigan. This is the book for right now that was written for leaders right now. Pick up a copy by heading over to 12rulesleadersbook.com/now. That's 12rulesleadersbook.com/now. You pay for shipping, and you'll get a copy of my second book as well. Finally, you can get all these books in paperback, hardcover, or as ebooks on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, and any other place online you order books. Finally, HSCT Publishing is on YouTube. Like and subscribe to the video version of the Leadership Lessons for the Great Books podcast on the HSCT Publishing channel on YouTube. Just search for HSCT Publishing and hit the subscribe button. You'll get our weekly video updates, which is the video version of this podcast. And, of course, you're going to want to subscribe to my other podcast. That's right, I do more than one. The Hasan Sorrells Presents audio experience, where I talk more casually with a broader range of people about all matters that matter in the world today, from arts all the way to analytics. All right, that's it for me.